that puts us in a whole different ballgame.
I don't believe so, because they agreed to move me into a new.
No, I know, but the numbers, I got to make the numbers, man. I get what you're saying, but if some monies were supposed to come back to you, we got to have that happen.
Yeah.
However it happens, but I got to have that document.
Okay.
Okay. So it wouldn't fall under that order, but there may be something else.
So the paper that I signed was the agreement to get my rental payments back that I paid when they were not even in compliance and I wasn't aware. So that's the paperwork that I signed. And then they moved me.
Hold on. Where do you have that paper?
Not on hand, but I do have it.
You have it?
Yes.
And that was for what period in time?
That was for when I moved in November 1st of 2024 into 721 Green Road. And then they went into that compliance thing and I was stuck there. And then they moved me November 1st of 2025. I
got you. So what I'm trying to figure out, and I realize you don't have it today, was the paper that you have that everybody signed, right? Did that indicate that all of what you paid was supposed to come back during that period?
Yes.
Okay. That can change things a great deal, but you don't have that today with you.
No, I don't have that today. And that's what I was talking to Alex Henry about, because that's the papers that he was looking for to collecting, but he was still a little lost about like what was going on. And then I just wanted to say again, when they moved me to the new unit, my issue is they fell out of compliance again. And I'm just looking for, I
hear you. Okay. I'm just, as we come back here, I'm just trying to get I'm trying to understand where everybody is. I get where you are, but I may not be able to move ahead like right now because I got to figure out what that back part is.
Yeah.
Because that's going to have it would seem to me to have a huge impact if we were paying the rent and that was supposed to come back to you. Right?
Yes.
So, because they have you owing about 8,000, is that right?
Which is a balance that's just collecting from, I believe, nothing.
Okay, all right.
I hear weren't in compliance.
So here's the way I view it. They're saying that there's 8,000 that's owed. Let's just say that hypothetically. But you were supposed to get back, say, 10. That puts us in a whole different ballgame.
I don't believe so, because they agreed to move me into a new.
No, I know, but the numbers, I got to make the numbers, man. I get what you're saying, but if some monies were supposed to come back to you, we got to have that happen.
Yeah.
However it happens, but I got to have that document.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, what is her last name? Is this Defendant Brown?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Because she has, well, I have 6,000 or 7,000, 6,000 that's owed basically on this one. 65 was the number given.
Okay. And for my end, Your Honor, I can look into this and see try to confirm what she's saying and get with Ram and the attorneys there and see if I can provide some additional information to them to bring back to you.
Great. Ma'am, what I'm going to need you to do, that paper that you have, I need you to get a copy to the court and also to opposing counsel or to Ram.
Okay.
Okay. So that they have that. And so when they have their discussion, we can figure out where we are with this number and then eventually get you from having to show up here and being mad at me.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So, and then Ms. Sampson, was there anything you wanted to say to me about where yours is?
Eviction lifted again. I need that back.
Pardon?
I want to have that eviction lifted off of my name again. I paid rent September to March when it's non-compliance. Because I didn't know not to pay until the city inspector knocked on my door and told me not to, because I don't really.
No, I got you. That's right. You were in the position, you were paying and your building wasn't in compliance.
I was used to living that way, unfortunately, because I have a daughter who's graduate. I'm here. He was in high school, so I just try to stay out the way, shampoo my own carpet, clean my walls have never been painted in 8 years. The carpet haven't, you know, but it's not mine. Don't
I hear you.
hang out so I can get out. But then
But
when all of this happened, like I got wrote up for my job, and a lot of stuff happened from them doing all of this stuff. And
hold on one moment though. But you didn't get an opportunity to sign an agreement like Miss Brown did.
they're all for it.
Did they move me into urban?
Well, it was non-compliant. It was out of compliance for two.
That's when they moved you into the second building that fell out of compliance.
It was temporary. They had a temporary
They
certificate.
had a okay.
And so they were moving people in with the temporary.
It's under,
It's not my business either. I like to mind my own business. However, when it comes to my business, like I gotta, no, come on.
right, but
I'm a real fair person, so I didn't do all of this. I still planted my flowers, still, because they told me everything was gonna be fixed and I was just gonna stay until I wanted to leave, but things got different, so. Yes, things.
I have just a curious question. How many kids have you raised?
A lot. Well, I have three. My son is 34, my daughter 31, 18, and I raised three of my siblings, so.
Okay,
They better than.
because that is not your baby, right?
No.
And every time you come here, you grab that baby and you are just holding that baby and that baby just loves you. Now, I mean, she probably likes your mama too, but I'm just saying. Okay. But it was just amazing to me because you just grab her and you just keep doing what you're doing. You just got the baby there. Okay. All right. So what we have to figure out is with your unit, what the compliance status was at any given point. Yeah.
I have just two pieces of information on that. I know Ms. Brown said they fell out of compliance in December. So I see the order from the court showing there was a temporary order of compliance October 3rd. And then I have an actual certificate of compliance from February 19th. So I think you're saying in between that time, is that what?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me, she's saying. Okay. So we'll have to figure that out. Mr. Robinson, anything you want to tell me? Because
I know Bill put me in a hotel for 10 days.
pardon?
Bill put me in a hotel for 10 days while they one of my bathroom down to the wall. I got home. There was biohazard red tape in my master bedroom. We were seeing one. And I mean, I know too much, but I know biohazard. So I closed that door and made my front. Do that. So what I gonna do? What's going on? You think that are we not gonna rebuild your bath? Right? Yeah, sir. Bathroom. I said, okay, man.
So, and you were in 721.
I'm the one.
So it would seem to me with the exception of Mr. Fry, because he's kind of an outlier. The other three, I'm going to need to know what rent was charged, when they were there, what rent was charged and the status of the COC. Because that's going to, regarding that building. Because then I think I can look through and try to figure out what's going on with these three. Right? So where did Friday? Okay, sorry. So with you, that's why your balance, as I see it, your balance is significantly different than, why don't you come on up to the podium? Your balance is significantly different than the others. So my question is, are you comfortable with the number that but you don't have a number that he owes at this point?
I do
Okay,
48
3848.
for,
And that accumulates from when to when?
so it's beginning in April and then there was a balance carry forward.
Is that April of this year?
Like, so there's two different lenders because there was a different, this one at BLR. Oh my goodness. February, March, April, May, and June. And it runs 850.
February, March, April, May, June, and about $850 a month. That's it. About puts me there. All right, so you didn't pay rent, right?
Not when I was across the street, I didn't.
Pardon?
Not when I was at 721 723 Green Road, apartment 226. Because it was not in.
It was not in compliance. So when did you move into this unit?
Around December, I believe. Last year.
Of 25.
Or this year, I'm sorry, 26. Wait.
You can't
remember. It was last year. I'm sorry.
25. Gotcha. So then my question is, once you move into that unit, you pay rent.
Well,
It's okay if you didn't.
no, it was something $1,000 credit for
Right.
and then I forget the paperwork that was said, but I did pay something towards. I did give Bill some money. I forget how much it was though.
Did they do a receipt for that?
I believe Jessica did print out a receipt. I think she did.
Okay, let me ask this, because, and this is really for Mr. Pry at this point. He's in a unit, gets his credit, moves into a unit, may have paid some, but didn't pay all. So but going forward, he's got to get his rent,
Yeah.
right? So are the plaintiffs in a position where what the balance that he has now that he can pay over time? I mean, you'd be willing to work something out with him along those lines so that he might have to pay his rent that he has, say, the first of the month, and then an extra payment on 15.
Yep.
Try to get him caught up and then whatever. I mean,
Like I say, map is once I get that 30, the 800 down.
no,
Okay, I got you. Sorry.
I'm saying
Yes, sir.
they may, so the way some of these groups are working, and it seems to change all the time,
Got you.
is that if I can get you into a COD, a conditional order dismissal,
Okay.
they may, because the other part, you have an arrangement to pay. So then they may go ahead and pay that other part because there's an agreement.
Got you.
Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
But I think that's the quickest way for us to try to get it done. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, is Michigan Ability Partners, are they going to pay?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking.
That's what you're talking about. He's talking about MAP, and he's got to get to a certain point And the other problem with them, if I'm not mistaken, from the last meeting I was at, is so they run out of money at a certain point. So he may, let's say the beginning part of this month where we're in now, let's say he paid that. But if they're out of money, it's not happening till next month. Okay, so I did not set it up. That's the way it is, and understand that's the way it is. But I don't know what MAP does currently if he has a if the cap is 3 and you had a conditional order dismissal to pay off that excess as to how he was going to do that. Sometimes what MAP will do is say, okay, you've got an agreement, we'll pay the 3. He just needs to keep to that part. Okay. All right. So having said that,
It's a lot to say.
you know what? I'm getting sick of all of you except that baby. I'm just okay. Okay, not you. All right. I'm going to adjourn this out 2 weeks. Okay. Let them look at yours so that I can have the numbers with everything, and with you try to get that arranged. Yes, ma'am.
Hope this is right or wrong, but Jessica has, I know it's not her question. What she has said is that we'll let you live out the back money that we took from you. And
Say that again.
took from Bill.
Yeah.
She explained to me, well, what we're gonna do is, we know we owe you $7,000, but we're gonna let you live out the rent. And you know, I'm just oblivious to any of this. I don't know nothing about none of this. So I said, okay. But my daughter was like, why if nobody is paying? I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Oh,
I got you.
I was just trying to keep some peace or.
No, I know. And I hear you. The problem is, folks, I mean, other than the one that has a piece of paper that was signed, I know you may not have done that.
But qualify. Because I was in 721. I don't know why they didn't offer.
Okay.
Probably because I kept the house clean and put air fresheners in it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. I need to get a handle on what everybody was doing at 721.
Yes.
And part of the problem is I've got a new management company and they're having to sort of live with whatever was there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You're sorry for them? Exactly. That's fair. All right. Okay. So I'm adjourning everybody out to the 26th at 1 p.m. Mr. Lehman's going to get with them. You're going to get that document that you signed that may very well be applicable to the other 2. We're going to work on a COD for you, and then we can do, yes, ma'am.
I want to know about this eviction on my record because.
No, okay, listen, just listen. There is going to be nothing here right now. Okay, I know you brought that up to me the last time we were here. Well, yeah, that you don't want that on your record. And so just keep reminding me, but I got to get to the bottom of it factually. Okay?
I haven't left.
I think she hasn't left because she likes coming back and seeing me. That's how I'm going to look at it. All right. So June 26th, 1 o'clock, folks. Thank you. Women, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Always a pleasure.
You as well. Have a good one.
Okay. How do you send the papers? Just walked right. Yeah, man. Why don't you do this? Get a copy of that, get it down to their office.
Okay.
Okay. And then you need a copy. I need a copy of it to be brought to the court.
Okay.
Okay. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can just bring it to the clerk's office. They'll take it from you. Take care, little one. Bye. So CETA Management versus James Card and Deanna White. This is hers.
Yes. You know, hold on. Yeah, this is and I did speak with it.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Deanna.
James Card. Okay. Where are we on this?
Question adjournment, we just put the letter together, there's some ETE charges, there's a question we wanted to be able to get copies of those DT bills. They can look at them.
Okay. All right. That'd be correct, folks? Okay.
Yeah.
You're on. Then I'm going to adjourn you to June 26, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay? Thank you, folks. Thank
Thank you
for
so
your-
much.
Last one, thanks for your.
It is. Now I have Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Cynthia Alcala Rivera. That matter's dismissed. You got those, right? And I think, folks, that's it for that block. You got to play the thing.
You gotcha. Lynn. Oh, I'm sorry, what time was?
What are you're yelling at me? Why? No, I'm kidding. No, it's okay. It's at 1, right? 1 p.m. All right. Thank you. Court's going to stand in recess.
All right.
No. Okay. I'm sorry. Court calls case. MDK Investments versus Anthony King.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. May it please the court, Keith Nathan, Simply 41633, appearing on behalf and in place of Sam Jarbo for MDK Investments, the plaintiff.
All right. Anthony King. He's in Zoom. Okay. You prompted him. All right. Counsel, hang tight. I'm going to pass it briefly, and then once he acknowledges something, we'll just pop right back on to you, okay?
All right, very good. All right, thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
Camilla Shadazi versus Galen Quibley.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. J. Baig, B-A-I-G, bar number P 36820 on behalf of plaintiff.
Right here. Did not check in. Quibley? Not here. If you'd like to take a default, please raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Right. This involves a property, 407 Washington Avenue, Unit 1, Ypsilanti, Michigan, 48197. Rent to retain, $3,353.54. Court cost of $180 even. Total is $3,513.54. My knowledge, defendant is not a minor, not incompetent, not in the military. To my knowledge, paragraph 7 of the complaint still holds true, the habitability section. I've got a judgment prepared. May I approach?
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue.
Thank you. And I have one more.
Very veteran.
Yeah.
Secretary of Veterans Affairs versus Anthony Reddick.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Again,
Antley Reddick.
All right,
J. Beg, P36820 on behalf of plaintiff.
all right.
We've resolved this. Fortunately, I didn't bring a conditional dismissal form, but I've got the thing etched in my mind. We're going to do a conditional dismissal. Paragraph 3 is checked. The other two don't apply because this is termination of tenancy. Paragraph 3 is checked. Defendant shall vacate by June 22nd of 2026. Box 4B is checked. Box 7 doesn't apply. And that said, we can file it with his permission to sign.
You're gonna vacate by the 22nd?
I will be vacated, as a matter of fact, today, and I will turn over the keys on Monday as part of the Cash for Keys program.
Got it.
Advised.
Okay.
I already have a new address, and he's going to mail me a copy of the agreement.
Maybe the court should have that address.
Well, he can give it to the counter out there.
Right, yeah, afterwards.
Okay. And you're Air Force, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I said the last time they're trying to put you out, you're gonna be rushing, but you got yourself out
Yes, sir.
because I wasn't gonna let it happen that day. And that you were gonna get yourself someplace safe.
Absolutely.
And it's the least I think any of us could do for the service you've given to this country, sir.
Thank you.
So I'm glad all of that's done. Okay. I wish you all the best. I'll sign the conditional order dismissal when it comes in. I wish you all of the best. And if I didn't say so before, I really do from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your service. I get to do what I have to do because people did what you did.
Wow.
That's for sure. Yeah. Oh, my older brother was here, of course.
Oh.
Arbor House, you're welcome. Arbor House versus Christina Fairley.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Cindy Katz, I'm that plaintiff.
For defendants, pleasure to be in your court as always. For Ms. Fairley.
All right. And Mr. Katz is here. And what are we doing?
Your Honor, I submitted a dismissal on this case. Ms. Fairley's paid off her balance.
That's correct, Your Honor. She's all paid up.
So this case is dismissed?
Yep.
Upon receipt of the court from plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Katz, yes. Thank you.
Case is dismissed. That's without prejudice.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Have a great afternoon.
You do the same.
Hold on a second, because this may be the moment that changes the entire case. Up until now, the discussion has been centered around unpaid rent and a balance that appears to be thousands of dollars. But everything shifts when the tenant reveals that she signed paperwork stating she was supposed to receive money back for rent paid while the property was allegedly out of compliance. Notice how quickly the judge's attention changes. He's no longer focused on the current balance. He's focused on that document. Why? Because if that agreement exists and says what the tenant claims, the financial picture could be completely different. That's why the judge keeps emphasizing one thing: bring the paperwork. In court, evidence beats arguments every single time, and right now, that missing document may be the most important piece of evidence in the entire case.